This is Seagulls Player.
One of the other topics I think which may have been on the agenda at the Football League meeting, safe standing. Been a lot of debate about it, and obviously it's a passionate subject with supporters for and against safe standing. The club have consistently held a stance that open-minded to it, subject to that change in legislation. Is there any development on that? What's the latest, Paul?
No, our position's the same. You know, we're open-minded, subject to two things. First of all, legislation changing, and secondly, Premier League attitudes changing. You know, we've invested £125 million in an all-seater stadium. It would cost a significant amount of money to convert seats to standing and all that goes with that. And our priority at the moment really is investment on the pitch. And there's no point in investing in safe standing if it's not tolerated within the Premier League. So in some ways, you know, the Football League survey, whilst useful to gauge opinions of clubs, doesn't really help us as an aspiring and ambitious championship club, because until Premier League attitudes change and until government legislation changes, we don't see any need to move in that direction. We understand that some fans would like it. We do understand some of us, unfortunately, are old enough to have experienced standing at football matches and know what that's like. So we do understand the passion that there is amongst some supporters for that. But at the moment, we've got one of the best stadiums in the world. It's all-seater. Legislation doesn't allow it. Premier League attitudes at the moment don't see any signs of shifting, nor frankly do any senior government ministers have any real appetite for standing. So we just need to keep going along with the process, keeping our minds open. We'll keep listening. Even just this weekend we sent our safety officer off to Germany to look at some of the things that are going on over there. So we have got an open mind and we'll continue to have an open mind, but at the moment we've got no plans to make any changes.
Just digesting the outcome from yesterday, the result from yesterday, I think it's fair to say it's not actually a mandate to go forward and pursue the safe standing.
No,
it's more of an option to look at it and potentially even perhaps just lobby for it.
Yeah, what we were asked yesterday was what was our attitude towards the Football League consulting or lobbying government with a view to a move in that direction. And it was interesting, as we expected, it was the majority of the League One and League Two clubs that were more supportive of that proposal. In fact, you know, a quarter of all clubs didn't even reply to the survey, which was a surprise. Of the Championship clubs, I think 15 were in favour of the lobbying proposal. And specifically for rail seating, which was a very specific question in the survey, only 8 Championship clubs were interested in actually pushing ahead to see rail seating available for Championship matches. A further 4 were prepared to look at a trial. So there's still some nervousness, there's still some apprehension, and partly I understand that, as I said earlier, because I think until government legislation changes, but more importantly in some ways until Premier League attitudes change, there's really no point in Championship clubs investing in something that then would have to be changed back if they then get to the Premier League. So it's a very difficult, very complex debate. It's also a very emotive debate, and we've also got to be careful of the feelings of people that have lost family and friends, obviously at Hillsborough, which is a very emotive subject when it comes to standing. So therefore we're mindful of all the different pressure points, but as I said, it's important that we keep an open mind, it's important that we keep listening to fans, and we will.